Tell us a little bit about the genre of music that people can expect coming up next Saturday from Full Kilt.
Well, Full Kilt's a Celtic rock band. It starts out with more like traditional jigs and reels, but played to a rock and roll feel. We also have a tendency to take rock and roll songs and turn them into Celtic songs. So that's been something we've been experimenting with on our last CD or so, and it was called Celtic Crossover. So we reversed the process. Instead of traditional Irish music, rock and rollin', we take the rock and roll and turn it into Celtic music.
Yeah, and I understand you've been out there for a rather long time. I mean, you have a pretty good following from around the region. Tell us when you got started and how you got started and some of the band mates that you have.
Well, the current configuration of Full Kilt has been around since about 2005. So we've been at it for a little over 10 years now. And met Mandy, the fiddle player, at one of the gigs we were playing down at the casino. And I told her I was looking for someone who could play Celtic music. Mm-hmm. And she signed on to it. And then a fellow I was working with at Evansburg, he was his dad was a bass player, but he himself was a drummer. So I told him I needed a bass player, not a drummer. He said, well, I'll learn it. So he picked that was Chris Myers. He picked it up, and he's been really coming a long way. He's one of the best in the area now. And everyone's just into doing this genre of music.
Oh, man, fantastic. And obviously there's an audience, and you guys have carved out a pretty good niche. Just for the sake of our listeners, what are some of the areas that you play in regionally? Like, where could they see you, perhaps, if not just at Mayfest on Saturday?
Well, we're going to be doing the Celtic games down in Ligonier, and that's in September. And then we'll do Thunder in the Valley. We do 1 or 2 shows at Thunder in the Valley. A lot of times we'll be playing for Penn State down in Altoona. I don't know whether we're on the calendar for that this year or not, but we've done it a few times. Then we play the Glass Festival out in Ligonier or Latrobe area, place out there. So, I mean, we try to specialize in doing festivals a lot because that's where people that want to hear the type of music we do. But we do have a few pubs. The Molly Maguire's Irish pub there in Altoona. We play there once a month, and they could hear us there. Now there's a pub in Johnstown. We haven't broken into the area on a regular basis. There's one down there called Woolies, I believe it is, and we're going to do something there in May 7th, I believe.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's where to hear us.
Hey, giving me an idea what we'll see on stage. I believe you'll be on the 5th Street stage, not too far from our live broadcast throughout the day on the airnetwork.net. Give us a little idea of the playlist and even mention who the members are of your band and what instruments they play.
All right, well, I mentioned Chris Myers. He's a bassist. Mandy Passmore-Ott. She just got married last year. She's the fiddler. Myself, I play guitar and do most of the singing. And Pat Boland is the percussionist, and he does a lot of the vocals. We trade off on that to try to keep our voices fresh.
Right.
Those are the 4 members. Those are the 4 members and what they play. And the playlist for down there is going to vary. Like I said, with stuff from we have 4 CDs, and we'll be playing tracks from all 4 of them, plus a couple cover tunes from bands like Gaelic Storm and Great Big Sea. Mm-hmm. We do some cover tunes from those guys. Those are people that they would be familiar with if they're into the genre of music, and that's who our influences were. So we still do some of the cover tunes from those bands.
Do we often see a lot of people doing Celtic dancing at your shows?
There will be. I think there's going to be Celtic dancers at the Mayfest. Sue Garner's troupe is called Tirnanog Dancing Troupe.
Oh, and, yeah.
They've done quite a extensive amount of work with the band, and I believe she's coming there, and she's going to have her dancers do some live dance with us as we play.
Wow. And so there will be a lot of audience participation, perhaps, right?
Yeah, we always try to strive for that.
Oh, man. We are looking forward to it. That's coming up. By the way, what time are you on stage? I did have those times that Linda gave me, but off the top of your head, you know what time you'll be on stage?
I believe it's 11 to 12.
All right.
And then 2 to 3.
All right, so your sets are basically about an hour long, and when you guys start, you just keep dancing probably for an hour or so at a time, right?
Yeah, we do an hour show, and then we'll take a break, and when maybe another group of audience will move in, and we'll do another show.
Oh, fantastic. And the name of the group is Full Kilt, and so you really come, you guys actually come wearing kilts, I guess, huh?
We all wear kilts. And it was a play on the word full tilt for rock and roll. So we just played on the theme and went with Full Kilt, and we all wear kilts. Fantastic.
We look forward to seeing you as we get ready to wrap up today. Anyhow, we'll see you live in Huntingdon at Mayfest coming up Saturday, April 30th. And as Michael said, they'll be on the stage from definitely noon to 1. By the way, that stage is located on 5th Street near the day spa, although Michael will be moving it across the street to a parking lot there right on Washington Street, because I understand the day spa will be open throughout the day. And you're going to have a fabulous crowd because there's going to be over 10,000 people packed into downtown Huntingdon. That ought to be a lot of fun.
I look forward to it.